What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's Friday. You know what that means? It means it's time to stream. All right. Thank you, Mr. Music. Thank you, Mr. Music. Thank you for the music. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Good to be here. Good to see you all in the chat. How are you? What's going on? What's happening right now in your lives? I see Skylar's got a lot going on. I wish the best to you, my dude. Nothing but the best. Let's see, Cassie, our beautiful moderator, says happy Friday the 13th, everybody. It is Friday the 13th, and we will be discussing a little bit of that. Mainly because what I'm thinking is I want to look through TikTok a little bit and try and find if anybody's like weird and Christian and like talking about Friday the 13th. I just want to troll, honestly. My brain has been so overstimulated with school and assignments and homework. Right now it's just like a little toy monkey like banging like chimes like in my head right now. The little hamster is exhausted. But it's going to be a good day. We're going to look at some highlights from the debate between Trump and Harris. We are not watching the whole thing. I don't have the stomach for that, and I've already seen it. But we're just gonna watch some highlights, talk about it a little bit, and then just kind of, I don't know, schmooze, carouse, and just like chit chat about. Again, because I'm doing full-time school, the live streams are now going to be just on Fridays, and they're not going to be for as long as they usually are, so they're going to be a little bit more chill. I wish, when I'm doing something else full time, I don't have time to put more things together, but that's all right. Hello, Spectral, good to see you, and Becca, good to see you. It's been a while. See Doodle, happy bad luck day indeed. Maybe we'll get some bad luck. I don't know, maybe we'll get some really good luck. Mainly because I don't really believe in the whole bad luck thing. I just think I don't believe in superstition. Like, I don't. I believe it's powerful when you do believe in it. It has an effect on people. But if you don't, then it's like, meh. It doesn't need to be Friday the 13th for me to have a very fucking unlucky day. Let me tell you that. Hello, Elizabeth. Good evening. Anybody else I missed? Let's see. What's going on with school? Well, what I tried different this week that I haven't been doing the previous 3 weeks is changing the schedule in which I do my homework and my schoolwork. And I'm like shoving it all concentratedly at the beginning of the week. Not even then. Like, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and half of Wednesday is like pure concentrated schoolwork. And then by the time I get to Thursday and Friday, I can have a little bit of a break, which is a perfect time to live stream. So, feeling a lot better today. I think last week I streamed on, what was it, Wednesday? No, I streamed on Friday last week. I was haggard. Oh my god, I was so haggard. Because I already did like a bunch of hours of like math homework before the stream. So by the time I got to the stream, I was like, meh. Like I even looked like tired. I looked awful. So, who has seen the debate between Harris and Trump? Like, who actually watched that? I did. I watched it. I couldn't watch it Tuesday, but I caught up with it on Wednesday. So, who else was able to watch it? What'd you think? What'd you think about it? Let's see. Becca only saw the first 30 minutes. Spectral saw most. Okay, but what did you think? Okay, never mind the duration. What did you think of what you saw? Like, what is your opinion? I mean, it was kind of mostly expected. Kamala, she did pretty well. But I feel like it's I'm not saying Kamala Harris did bad at all. She did really well. But the bar isn't that high. I'm not saying that it wasn't good that she did better in the debate. I definitely think she obviously did better in the debate, but it's like the bar isn't that high. So, I mean, put her up against an opponent with like something more to say, and I'm wondering how she would fare. Probably not as well. Ooh, sorry. Allergies. Some highlights. I mean, there's the one biggest notorious highlight, like with him talking about the cats and dogs. Let's see.
She has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it.
Okay. I mean, I have some thoughts about that.
Business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I
have guns. Where's the cat thing?
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota.
Trump eating the cats. Oops.
They're eating the dog.
This is the best. This is the best highlight, I think, so far. Like, it's fucking hilarious, and her reaction is hilarious.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's in
Springfield, Illinois. Do you guys know what's going on in Springfield, Illinois? Let me see. So, not Illinois. Ohio. Springfield, Ohio. So in Springfield, Ohio, they have, let me pull up a map. Kind of a town that's just not doing so well. Like, the population is dwindling and all of that. And then a bunch of jobs became available in Springfield. But nobody was around to, like, really fill them up. So there was a bunch of Haitian, people that, what's the word for it? Oh, God, great. Way to sound intelligent right now, Jan. Refugees? I don't know. Haitians that were here in the U.S. that were willing to go over, or that immigrated here and willing to go over there and do the jobs. Mind you, this is all legal. It's not like the U.S. is like, we're going to take, like, random, like, foreigners and just drop them in a town. But it started off with a viral post about Springfield cat eating. The Washington Post. I don't really care for the Washington Post. Let's see what it says, though. It started as a go away. Let's see. It started out as a xenophobic local rumor. It became a right-wing talking point on Elon Musk's X, Twitter, and burst into primetime television when Donald Trump uttered it on live stage in Tuesday's presidential debate. Now conservatives and liberals are all alike are playing pet eating for laughs as an online meme. Well, yeah, fuck yeah, this is so fucking stupid. The claim that Haitians are eating people's pets in Springfield, Ohio, is an echo of a racist trope that has been lobbed at other ethnic groups in eras past. Yeah, I mean, hello, people who are a color other than white have different customs and things, and of course, like, white people are going to degrade and demonize that as something demonic, crazy, ritualistic, whatever. Anyways, none of this has been able to be substantiated. Like I said, Springfield, Ohio is like a place where the town was very much dwindling in population, and then there were these Haitians that came over to America very much legally, and there was an opportunity for them to go there and work the new jobs that were provided. Jobs that I'm not quite sure at the moment, but that's like what I understand in a nutshell of what's going on. But it's not like they were just dropped there. It's not like they just like took a helicopter over there and like swooped them off the island and like just dropped them in the US for the fuck of it. So anyways, on Friday, schools and municipal buildings in the Springfield closed for the second straight day due to bomb threats. A day after they were... What? Bomb threats? Why? A day after they were shuttered following one of the threat that included hateful language towards migrants. Oh, migration. Refugees. I told you. That's what I was saying it right in the moment. I'm like, I'm going stupid right now. So anyways, migration. Yes, these are Haitian migrants. They migrated completely, like, legally. But the people that are left over in Springfield, Ohio are like, what in tarnation? So anyways, according to the city's mayor, there's been like bomb threats. They've had to shut down the school. Like, oh god, that poor mayor has like been super busy, I'm sure. Even before that, Haitian families in the city of about 60,000 told Haitian Times that they were feeling unsafe and unwelcome, with some afraid to send their children to school. So far, that hasn't stopped politicians and ordinary social media users around the country from remixing and riffing on Trump's comments, some approvingly, others mockingly, both with right and left wing seemingly to think it's a joke on their opponents. Okay, we're all making the same joke, okay? Before and after the debate, Trump amplified several fake, evidently AI-generated images of himself with cats, while running mate J.D. Vance on Tuesday called on fellow patriots to keep the cat memes flowing, even as Vance admitted it was possible that all these rumors will turn out to be false. Okay, they tried. They tried to be memey. They tried to meme, and it just does not work out. There's like a couple of like, they're eating the cats song. They're eating the cats.
Field. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
What the fuck?
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
I love the cat sound. That was really fucking hilarious.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
There's more songs, I swear.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat.
Oh my god. I gotta look on Twitter. What's going on? Trump eating the cats, yeah.
They're eating the pets of the people. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is...
These are pretty good. I don't know. I'm not going to lie.
I don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in.
Oh, whatever. Laughs nervously. What the fuck? Oh, I saw this. I actually saw this a few days ago. So, like, a few days ago, or it was a couple of weeks ago, there was police body cam footage of this lady that was going, like, insane, and it has nothing to do with anything at all. It's just a random lady that was just on drugs or whatever. But the neighborhood was, like, freaked out because she was, like, walking around the neighborhood literally eating a cat. Like, literally just, like, had a dead cat and was, like, eating it. Like, so, I mean, which is horrible, but it's like, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. They probably tried to say that was, like, a jab at the Haitians, but it's not working. It's really not working. I swear there was, like, way more of these songs. What is this about? They're showing their dogs?
They're eating Springfield. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
The pets are like, wait a minute. They're eating the dog. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. Oh, all right. Let's try and maybe get a little bit more serious. Weren't we reading more on the cat eating thing? Conservatives have gleefully obliged with the U.S. Rep. Nancy Mace and the official account of... Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I don't want to read... What a dumb paragraph. On the left, however, there's a sense that the bit is backfiring. Is there, though? While Harris' campaign has not posted any cat memes, she responded to Trump's remarks on stage with incredulous laughter, saying, talk about extreme. Her running mate, Tim Walz, took his own jab at the claim that a rally in Michigan on Thursday, prompting the crowd to chant, "We don't eat cats." Oh, God. Sometimes I just love this country. Let's see. On TikTok, audio clips of Trump saying, in Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, have become soundtrack to numerous tongue-in-cheek videos that toy with the notions of America's house pets being under attack. One opens with caption, well, now that he exposed the secret of the... Oh, okay. Let's see what...
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's in Springfield.
They're eating the dogs. That is something that would, like, stay stuck in your freaking mind. All right. This site can't be reached. What do you mean? Oh. Hold on, maybe it's my VPN. All right, let's look at some highlights.
Hello, I'm Shalea, and on November 9th, I will be performing with the Pacific Symphony at the Sacred
I don't want to.
From Concert Hall in Costa Mesa.
All right, hurry up. We're looking at an ad.
This is the PBS app. It's ready for you.
More ads. Seriously? I just wanted to watch a recap. Hold on, let's go to YouTube. Highlights from the debate.
Presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump meeting on the debate stage for the first time.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
She went right in for the handshake. He almost looked a little bit awkward, like accepting that. Like, just kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Presidential candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump meeting on the debate stage for the first time.
Kamala Harris.
He's like,
Let's have a
oh.
good debate.
Have fun.
Thank you.
The vice president walking to the former president's podium to shake his hand in Philadelphia. The two standing just 6 feet apart. From the start, the gloves were off.
Tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook. A bunch of lies, grievances, and name-calling.
Trump punching back.
She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist.
Yeah, her father was like a professor of Marxism or something like that. Like, that doesn't mean she's a Marxist.
Professor in economics, and he taught her well.
The stakes could not be higher for tonight's debate. The two candidates
Okay, he wasn't a professor in Marxism. He was an economics professor.
locked in a dead heat in polls.
What was her father? Let's see. What did her father do? Kamala Harris' father. Okay, Donald J. Harris, Jamaican American economist and professor. Okay. But where does the Marxism come in? I mean, you can't really talk about economics without talking about Marx. For fuck's sakes. I'm in Sociology 101, and we're already talking about motherfucking Karl Marx. You kind of can't not talk about him when you're talking about, like, society and the economy. You kind of have to. Because the industrial, revolution was such a big thing, and people's purpose became so warped, he had a lot of interesting insight to that. It's kind of unavoidable. You kind of have to read some Marx. Just saying. Wait, where are we? Oh, here we are.
The economy and inflation on the top of American voters' minds. Trump laying the blame on the Harris and Biden administration.
We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%.
Harris responding.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century.
Like the Trump-Biden debate tonight.
Well, that pandemic was a big fucking wrench into things. I mean, definitely Trump did not handle that well.
There was no studio audience and the microphones were turned off.
And remember this, she is Biden. You know, she's trying to get away from Biden. I don't know the gentleman, she says. She is Biden. The worst inflation we've ever had, a horrible economy because inflation has made it so bad, and she can't get away with that.
Harris responding.
Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump.
I mean, that's true. But there are some certain policy things and attitudes, like, towards foreign policies where she's not putting in a lot of work into distancing herself from Biden, so yeah.
And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country.
The debate turning personal.
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that. And clearly he is having a very difficult time processing that.
Trump claiming Biden was pushed off the Democratic ticket.
You talk about a threat to democracy. He got 14 million votes and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her.
Both candidates getting heated.
Where does that come from? I don't think I remember that. Probably because I was laughing at something else. But where does that come from? Oh, he can't stand her. He hates her. I have to pee already. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, where does that come from? Oh, Biden actually... I gotta rewind that. He actually hates you. What? I mean, like, I should actually sit and try to make sense of what Trump says. However, it's just like, where does that come from in his mind?
He got 14 million votes and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her.
Both candidates getting heated when
I wanna
discussing
hear
the
more
issue of
about that.
abortion, an area of vulnerability for the GOP.
Her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says
That is bullshit. You know, this is where she absolutely, like, swept the floor with his ass. Is this, like, talking about the abortion thing? That was an extremely fast pee. I've trained myself to pee very fast. Wash my hands really fast. Like, out. Yes, I wash my hands. Where was I? Great. Cassie distracted me. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. Talking about the abortion issue. Yeah. He completely failed on that issue. And of course, you're going to listen to somebody who's an actual woman about abortion issues.
execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not.
Yeah, nobody's doing that. Nobody's like, here's a perfectly fine baby. You know what? I decided I don't want it. And then you just execute how? Like, what?
Okay with me, hence the vote.
ABC News fact-checking the former president.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
Harris, after reminding Americans of Trump's role.
Yo, there was totally a time where Trump was debating the moderators. I think it was about the whole cat and dog eating shit. I think they were straight up just like, no, that's not true. And he's like, well, I saw it on social media. Somebody said that their cat got eaten. It's like, that's fake news. That's what fake news is, and you fell for it.
And selecting members of the Supreme Court who overturned Roe v. Wade went on the attack.
I absolutely support reinstating the...
I think one of my first, times I ever posted anything or talked about anything political on YouTube was about the whole Roe v. Wade overturning and the putting in Amy Coney Barrett. Interesting.
The protections of Roe v. Wade. And as you rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America.
According to a Pew Research Center study, a majority of Americans believe abortion should be legal in all or most cases. President Trump hammering the Biden administration on the border, an area of vulnerability for Harris.
It is an area of vulnerability. I mean, they don't really have much to say in that direction. And it's not exactly a black and white issue to, handle.
There's never been anything done like this at all. They've destroyed the fabric of our country.
I don't know. Is it me or is it a little weird to, I get... Okay, so what I'm going to say is going to be sort of like a grayish, nuancy thing to say. But I just for history's sake, it's a little weird that we took so much land from Mexico and now we're like really stingy about like Mexicans needing to come back in this area and get out of their country. Like, it's so weird how we do that. It's the same premise as us taking land from the Native Americans, and then it's like, well, I guess you can go in this little area. I don't know.
Millions of people let in, and all over the world, crime is down all over the world except here.
Harris defending her record, pointing to the bipartisan border bill that Trump killed.
That bill would have put more resources to allow us to prosecute transnational criminal organizations for trafficking
Trans! She said the word trans. Now they're trans.
in guns, drugs, and human beings. But you know what happened to that bill? Donald Trump got on the phone, called up some folks in Congress and said, kill the bill. And you know why? Because he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
At one point, Trump repeating debunked claims about immigrants in Springfield, Ohio.
In Springfield,
Oh, here we go. Springfield, Ohio. Here we go.
they're eating the dogs, the people
They're
that came
eating
in.
their
They're
cats.
eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there had been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed.
Oh, here we go. He like debates with the moderators. You don't debate with the moderators. That's the whole point of fucking moderators.
Injured or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Both candidates going after one another. Harris needling Trump.
No, you cut it off, bitch. I want to see that part. Trump. I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see like that whole thing.
Why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so? That would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border.
First,
Hi,
let me
Mark.
respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go.
Right.
And
She
the people
took
that
it-
do go, she's busting.
She took a jab at his rally sizes, which is like hit essentially for Trump, smacking him in the balls. And he took the bait straight up. She was like, you know what? I invite my followers to go to the Trump rallies, and you'll see that everybody starts leaving because they're so boring. And god damn, that was such a bitch slap upside his head. And he took it. He took it. He took the bait.
To the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history
The biggest ever. Bigger than Martin Luther King.
of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation. And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening.
One thing I know I hate Trump, but some of the way he pronounces words is just like, I do like the way he says millions.
To the towns
China.
all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it.
Goddamn, look at his face paint.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And
I almost have it memorized. Almost. I almost have it memorized because I've heard it enough at this point.
the pets of
hold
the
on,
people
hold on.
that
Hold
live
on.
field. They're eating the dogs,
dogs.
the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're
They're
eating They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase, make America great again. She's destroying.
I'm trying to see this part where he starts debating the moderators.
This country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken. And
I've seen people on television. Does he not, like, he only, like, fucking cries about fake news all the time. Like, how does he not understand this conceptualization that this is fucking fake news? Like, have you all never seen, like, or let me rephrase this, sorry. Have you all ever seen something posted on Facebook or something else, social media, and it's, like, totally fake? Like, somebody does a spoof post or something like that, like it's totally like sardonic, like all that stuff, and then it goes like, I mean, hello, it goes viral, and then it's like, I think about things like QAnon started off as like a joke meme post, and it actually ended up into a full-blown movement. It's like, this is the kind of shit I think about with this, that the social contagion is insane.
And used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
television. But the people
I'm
on television saying their dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President.
Does he even have a pet? Is he capable of loving a pet?
Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme. You know, this is, I think, one of the reasons why in this election I actually have the endorsement of 200 Republicans who have formerly worked with President Bush, Mitt Romney, and John McCain.
You know, the way she responded to this was underwhelming. Like, to immediately go into how she actually has a lot of support from Republicans. It's like, yeah, but like, you had such a send-off there. Like, you had it passed to you. You had the ball passed to you to really double down on how, instead of talking about, oh, these Republicans like support me, you could have just been like, this is why he's losing interest of other Republicans. Like, she could have said the same thing, but in a different way and more powerfully.
Including the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney and Congress member Liz Cheney. And if you want to really know the inside track on who the former president is, if he didn't make it clear already, just ask people who have worked with him. His former chief of staff, a 4-star general, has said he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. His former national security advisor has said he is dangerous and unfit. His former Secretary of Defense has...
His spray tan looks so orange, it's like green.
Said the nation, the republic, would never survive another Trump term. And when we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
Let's see. Heretical response says, she sounds great. I'm so happy with Kamala. I mean, she's all we got. My personal opinion is I am not pro Kamala by any means. But she's all we got at the moment. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're
nice. All right. Well, let's see. Let's move on. I can't live stream that long anyways. Let's see. Do you all remember back in the day, Justin Timberlake got pulled over driving while under the influence? Well, I guess there's actually been some court movement in that direction. He gave like a public statement about it, and I guess he's getting like 50 hours of community service, which is like stupid, because if this was like any ordinary civilian or like, God forbid, a black man, they would not be getting simply 50 hours of community. Let's check out what he has to say. Justin Timberlake is just, you know, I have mixed feelings. I do enjoy his music, but like, he is just such a privileged little bitch. Straight up. Hey, what happened?
Hey everybody. A few weeks ago, I addressed all of you, and I said that my client was not...
Oh my God. He just got a DUI. They're acting like this is like a press release for a murder or some shit. Like, with sensitive information. This is so silly. He got a DUI like any fucking average normal person would get, and we're making this big special fucking production off of this? Are you fucking nuts?
Driving while intoxicated. After much discussion and a thorough review of the evidence, today the District Attorney's Office correctly agreed to not move forward with that very charge. You see, the evidence revealed that my client finished the contents of one drink in 2 hours at the American Hotel.
Bullshit.
And contrary to what was reported, he wasn't drinking other people's drinks or warned in advance not to drive. He wasn't rude, he wasn't obnoxious, he wasn't belligerent. In fact, he was polite.
He did drink, but he didn't drink other people's drinks, and he was nice, and nobody told him that he shouldn't drive. What the fuck? What am I listening to right now? What in the... I feel like I'm being gaslit. I am totally... We're all being gaslit right now. The man got shit-faced and decided to go for a little cruise in his car. Can we just, like, be honest here?
And he was cooperative, and he was respectful during his entire encounter with law enforcement, as they were to him. His plea today to the reduced and amended non-criminal...
Mark says, so his manners were a little above a Cocker Spaniel. Check.
...charge, this traffic violation is consistent with these facts and full acceptance of responsibility for them. I would like to thank the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office.
Imagine if every single solitary fucking person in the United States who got a DUI had to give like a press release like this. Like, this is just blowing it so over the portion. Who gives a flying fuck?
For its swift, diligent, and thoughtful review of that evidence and a fair resolution, like I said, of this very case. District Attorney Tierney and ADA Shalafeld, Bureau Chief Pat O'Connell, ADA McGill and ADA Cangro and ADA Lefevre, they worked extremely hard on this matter, and their door remained open for me.
Make
and my
him
legal
sing
team
for his
to
freedom.
discuss and to negotiate and to laser into the issues of this case. My legal team, my co-counsel David Smith, E.J. Burke, my paralegal Kelly Fahey behind me, my interns Brendan and Charlie who aren't here, allowed me to walk into those doors of the district attorney's office to be fully prepared. And their diligence was immeasurable within these last 90 days. I would also like to thank the court for its mindful acceptance of this resolution, and the clerks at the court, Cindy and Michelle, who I know very well, and all their hard work again over these last 90 days. I'd also like to thank the Sag Harbor Police Department, who I know very well, and they do a wonderful job. They serve...
Cry me a river. Cry me a river.
Protect this wonderful village of Sag
Cry
Harbor.
me a river.
You see, guys, this village is truly unique.
Oh,
And the
oh,
case
camera,
is
oh,
also
camera guy.
unique for me in the sense of geographics. As you probably know, my office is right on Main Street, right across the street from the court, right next to the American Hotel, and right next to the Sag Harbor Police Department.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything?
Such short distances where this case emanated out of. But
Is he really just going off about logistics right now? What does that have to do with anything that's happening right now? I'm so confused and baffled. Like, no, I know what's going on. I'm confused as to why they're treating it like they're treating it like he just got caught in like a domestic violence situation. But like, bro, this is just a DUI. You know how many fucking normal ass like good people get DUIs? Like, it happens. People just get fucking DUIs. You can't just be like, oh, well, and just do the fucking like time for that.
coming out of this case,
You know why it's so big? It's because it's gonna ruin the tour. The world tour.
I believe will have a message that will travel long distances and extend far and wide, because it's that message coming from Justin himself as he'll approach here and address you all and tell you what's in his head and in his heart. So I'd like to turn that over to Justin.
So it all happened at night in the very place the lawyer would have been during his workday. Reassuring. That's kind of odd.
Good.
Thank
Good
you,
morning,
Ed.
everyone.
Good morning.
So I don't know how many of you were in the courtroom and heard what I had to say in the courtroom, but I'll reiterate that.
This man is enjoying the aroma of his flatulence right now.
And say this to you. Many of you have probably been covering me for a lot of my life. And as you may know,
Bro, you're kind of old and irrelevant now. What the fuck are you talking about?
I try to hold myself to a very high standard for myself. And this was not that. This was not that. I found myself in a position where I could have made a different decision.
Oh my god, again, and I know I keep reiterating this point and repeating it, but it's just a DUI. The best people get DUIs sometimes. Sometimes that shit fucking happens. You don't need to have a whole goddamn press conference out of it like you just bought a baby on the black market.
But I've had some time to reflect on that. And I also understand by, the fact that all of you are here, that I have a platform, you have a platform. We share that platform. And so what I'd like to say to everyone watching and listening, even if you've had one drink, Don't get behind the wheel of a car.
He did not have one drink. I'm sorry. I know that's like, I can't say that that's a fact. Like, it's alleged, but like, there, in my opinion, there is no way he had just one drink. He was shit-faced, okay? He was shit-faced. And like, he's gonna, if you have one drink, now he's gonna be the virtuous type. Oh, if you have one drink, please don't drink and drive. You could ruin somebody's life. I am not liking this, as you can tell. Like, I just think this is so full of shit. This is him enjoying the smell of his own farts. Like, it's such a big deal over such a stupid thing. Like, just do your time like everybody else who gets a DUI. Like, and if it's like your first time offense, I'm pretty sure you just get your license taken away for a while.
There's so many alternatives. Call a friend. Take an Uber. There's many travel apps. Still.
Well, that's what confused me about the whole thing to begin with, is Justin Timberlake. Like, thinking about a man with the kind of status that he has, why is he driving himself? Like, why doesn't he have a driver? Especially if he wants to go out clubbing and partying and stuff. Like, what? Does he just not have like a private driver? Like, what that, if I had that status and I was drinking and fucking around, absolutely, I'd be like, Jeeves, take me to Taco Bell. Like, I was just, Jeeves, before you take me home, take me to Taco Bell. Okay. I need 2 Crunch Wrap Supreme. Stat!
Take a taxi. This is a mistake that I made.
Bro, he's acting like he had no other choice but to drive. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But I'm hoping that whoever's watching and listening right now can learn from this mistake. I know that I certainly have.
Oh, shut up.
And like I said, even one drink.
He got treated remotely like a regular person, and it's changed his life for fucking ever. Are you kidding?
Don't get behind the wheel of a car. I also said this in the courtroom before, but I grew up in a small town. So I can appreciate and understand the strain or unique nature that this must have been on the people of Sag Harbor. But I just want to say to everyone who's been involved, from everyone in the courtroom to everyone.
If you were like a regular black guy, you'd be fucked. Like, you'd be in prison, all this, that, and the other. Like, you just, like, this is just such a slap in the face to, like, regular civilians. You know, he's up there, he's got a lot of money, and you know what, it gets into that bullshit where a lot of, like, lower end crimes, and I'm not saying that drunk driving is, like, a low end crime, but, like, a lot of the times people who get DUIs, like, they're not driving super fucking crazy, like, they're just above the legal limit, they fail the field sobriety test, and they get taken in, they get their license taken away and all that shit. He got off way easy because of the status he has. Because if that was anybody else, like, they would have been absolutely fucked. And going back on, like, some of these lesser crimes, it's like, for example, I got a ticket, was it last year or the year before? 2 years ago, I don't know. I got a ticket for rolling a stop. It's a $280 ticket. I either just pay the $280 or I go into court and plead my case, and it's like, well, I'm not going to take the time out of my day and fucking do that shit, so I guess I'll pay the $280, which tells me that the crime I committed is actually legal for a price. If you're rich, who gives a shit? I used to do photography for this lady. She wasn't, like, super rich, but she definitely had plenty of money. I did photography for her so she could be a beauty influencer, and she wanted to take photos with the products that she was promoting. And we went to this one like really fancy beach area, like this little boutique town. And she parked purposefully in an area that she wasn't supposed to park. I'm like, you're going to get a ticket. She's like, I don't give a shit. I can pay it. It was like a $60 ticket. She's like, whatever. I'm like, I could never fucking afford that shit. Are you kidding me? Like, that would be like my food for a month. That's insane.
Outside, including the police department, that I'm very grateful, and I thank them, and I guess in closing, I like to say we can all be more safe out there, and I'm gonna do my part. I hope that everyone else does their part.
You're going to do your part? You mean the basics? The basics is an effort to you? All right. I think I got to get off that Justin Timberlake thing. All right. Let's see. We're almost hitting an hour. Like I said, it's going to be a short stream. Last thing I just wanted to bring up, it's Friday the 13th, and a lot of people get superstitious. So I was kind of hoping to find a couple of, just like a few, like a handful of TikToks posted by like Christian people. And I don't know, let's just see what we can see. Oh, Jeff brought up a good thing. Hi, Jeff. Jeff says, will you be going over the results on the survivors you chose? So last week we did a project that I'm working on in school that I actually already finished. It was called the Abandoned Ship Assignment. It was a thought experiment where there was like a group of 16 people on a ship, and the ship was sinking, but there was a lifeboat, but there's only like 5 spaces on the lifeboat, and you have to choose like who gets to go in the lifeboat. So I made my choices, and I had to write it up into a 4-page paper. I ended up actually writing 5 pages, and I haven't figured out the results of it yet because it hasn't. She hasn't discussed it as far as like the class is concerned yet. But I did receive a grade back on my paper that I wrote about that, and I got a perfect 50 out of 50 point score, like a perfect score. And she says she liked it so much she read parts of it out loud to her family. So, yeah, pretty good. So, but I'm still waiting to see. I don't know if she has results as in like what happened with those people at this point. I may have misassumed. Like I assumed that's what was going to happen next, and I think I like missed that. But she's definitely going to talk about like what the class as a whole mostly like chose and stuff. But I mean, already I got a 50. I got a perfect score on that paper, so I'm pretty happy. And we got a perfect score on that paper because you all lovely people helped me like choose and stuff. I mean, obviously you didn't write my paper for me, but you know, you helped me like sit down and figure out like what people I wanted to choose. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But anyways, yeah. So before we end the evening, let's hunt some funny Friday the 13th by like weird Christians. Let's see. Let's go. Play. Play. Why are none of these playing? Play. No? No, you don't want it.
Friday the 13th. Is it an...
There we go. Wait, hold on.
Friday the 13th. Is it an unlucky day from a biblical perspective? I once had a customer who was terrified of the number 13, and he wanted me to change his invoice away from being due on that day. But what does the Bible say? The Bible tells us the story of Queen Esther and Haman's wicked plan to destroy all the Jews on the 13th day of the 12th month. And he sent out the announcement about it on the 13th day of the first month. But this day, set apart for evil, God turned around. Then we have the story of Jericho, and Joshua and his people marched around the wall 6 times for over 6 days, and on the 7th day, 7 times. That's 13 times, and then the walls came crashing down. It was an unlucky number if you were inside the walls. If you were opposed to God's plans, you were in trouble. But if you followed God, it's a day of victory and a day of breakthrough. So Friday the 13th, here we go. God is good and he is in charge and he gives victory.
Wow, that was so exciting.
It's Monday, so.
Let's pray for this Friday. Heavenly Father, as this beautiful Friday begins, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude.
Wow, AI voice. I'm trying to look for some like Christian rants. Maybe we won't find them.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Why happy? Because I don't believe in superstitions, but I did wake up this morning thinking something great is going to happen to me today. Let's just go with it. So I reported to work, and my boss, who doesn't think very much of me, asked how I was doing. I said, I'm fantastic, and I believe that I'm going to be blessed with something good today. Big smile. She looked at me sideways and probably thinking, how dare you have a good day. So I said, you know what? We're all blessed, period. So on my day, I went on with my day, and
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say the person at your work doesn't like you because you say shit like that. Something good. So I'm going to get blessed today. Yeah, no wonder people don't like you.
I met up with a colleague of mine, and I told her the story, and she says, you know what? You should just tell her that you won $100 on a scratch-off ticket. Great. Absolutely. Why not? Right? So
you lied? You lied just to show this lady that you think doesn't like you that you're blessed and lucky?
On my way home from work, I ordered some food from Jersey Mike's. And I normally go to a certain store that's on my way home from work. Showed up at the store, I said, oh, pick up for Christian C. And they said, no, sorry, we don't have your order. What do you mean? I ordered a sandwich. Where is it? Well, you might have ordered it from someplace else. Lo and behold, yep. 2 miles back from where I came from is where the actual store was.
Get on with it.
So I was upset. I was crabby. I was hungry. I called them up and I said, can we, get a refund or something? Can you send it over to this store here? It's closer to me. No, we can't do that because you did it through DoorDash. Well, for crying out loud. I was so upset and I said, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm coming to get it.
Why do we have this music with this? Why do we have this fantastic, adventurous, pirate fighting music along with this lady's boring ass story about how she ordered food from a Jersey Mike's, but it was the wrong Jersey Mike's. It was actually one 2 miles up the road, but she doesn't want to go out there and pick up her goddamn sandwich. So now she's asking, what did I get myself into? Why did I do this? Why did I click on this? Why are we here?
And then on my way there, I was like, you know what? It's not their fault. I made the mistake. Plus, I also know that God has a reason for delaying people. Okay? If it ever was known for 9...
God is making himself known unto you through Jersey Mike subs? Oh, lady. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bless your heart. Fucking what? Imagine your whole system of faith and belief is fortified through an experience of misordering a sub sandwich.
9/11, all those people who were delayed going to work, delayed getting on the plane, God's...
Wait. What about 9/11? It won't let me back up. She said something about, I think about all the people at 9/11 waiting for work, getting delayed.
Saved them. So I remember that, and God delayed.
Oh, because God delayed people getting their orders of food on their way to work. They were saved from 9/11. Wow. Wow.
Delays people for a reason. So don't complain if you're late. There's a reason for it. In any case, I went back 2 miles, 3 miles down the road, and of course it's traffic. And once I got there, I sincerely apologized to the manager, to the person I was speaking to, because it wasn't their fault. They don't deserve my wrath for a mistake that I made. They were very, very understanding, generous. They say, you know what, you want to pick up a cookie or another bag of chips? I'm like, yeah, great, thank you so much. And we all left with smiles. Amazing. God is going to bless me. I know God is going to be blessing me. And so on my way home, I went. Met some more traffic, and that's okay. I got home about an hour later than I normally do from work. Here comes my hair. It's got a personality of its own. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Get back in line.
Oh, my goodness. It's Satan
Get back
himself.
in line there. Oh, my goodness. Sorry. So, in any case,
this woman needs to join a knitting club.
I got home. I wanted to eat my sandwich. Love my milk. Okay, I am a definitely milk drinker. And my sister...
Oh. Already this lady just needs to kindly step into the hole. Like, I mean, I'm not a vegan. I do consume dairy and stuff. But to just straight up drink cow's milk is... if I'm gonna have a glass of milk, like if I have cookies or whatever... I'm having motherfucking like almond milk or like rice milk. Like if you're going to have a glass of milk, it's going to be nut milk. I'm going to have a tall, cold glass of nuts. I ain't going to drink like a glass of fucking cow's milk. That's fucking ridiculous.
Whom I live with left me a sip of milk. Thanks a lot. So, okay, God is going to bless me. I'm going to be very patient. It's all good. So what do? I go to 7-Eleven, pick up a gallon of milk.
What journey are we on right now? And when is the end?
So, you know what? Let me just get a scratch off. $5. Ha ha! $100 winner. I couldn't believe it. So I'm just grinning ear to ear because it manifested itself.
So you manifested that you would get $100 that day. But it's also God making himself known to you by giving you, first delaying your sandwich order and then allowing you to win $100. And that is your spiritual moment that fortifies your faith. I'm speechless.
Invested this $100 today by saying it's okay to be delayed, by saying I'm sorry when I was wrong, by believing and having faith in God, that God has my back. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is called manifestation, and you deserve to have something like this too. Believe in it. Be positive. Send positive.
Wait. Are we putting all of our faith and expectations of results in God, or are we putting all of our faith and expectations into our own personal ability to manifest? She's like kind of conflating the two here. Like, I don't know if this is like personal manifestation or like God's gift to her. Either way, all of this existential awareness is centered around a sub sandwich and $100 lottery ticket.
Positive vibes to other people, and know that for whatever reason bad stuff is happening to you, it's for a good reason. So basically, I would not have gotten that ticket if I wasn't delayed. And
that's not, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Probably would not have gotten that ticket if my sister didn't, drink all the milk and actually left me some, because everything just fell into place. And I'm so excited about going on this new venture of manifesting what people want. And my colleague saying that the fact that I, should go get a $100 scratch off ticket and tell my boss that I won something, I'm going to do that on Monday. Yes, I am. So anyway, happy Friday the 13th. It's all good. It's all good. Mwah.
That literally just took the last shred of energy out of me that I had. That was so exhausting, and just still after the fact, her entire confirmation of faith coming from being delayed and getting a sub sandwich and winning a $100 ticket. Man, if my entire faith was based around incidences and scenarios and experiences like that, I would be the stupidest, sloppiest, craziest new age Jesus loving freak if that's how I based my entire life. My existential soul off of a sub sandwich and a fucking $100 ticket. That literally took the last bit of energy I had. So I think we're just gonna end it there. I think we're gonna end it there. Good night. I just I could have gone my entire life without seeing that or listening to that. It took too long to explain, and it was very underwhelming in the end. That's it. Okay. That's all I have. Okay, just so you know, for now, I'm just live streaming on Fridays, okay? I know I was live streaming on Wednesdays. We got to put that on the back burner, okay? So, we'll just leave on that. Anyways, have a good weekend. She broke Jan. She did break me. That was fucking stupid. That was the stupidest, mind-numbing shit. I am now stupider for having listened to all of that. But anyways, thank you so much to our beautiful moderators, Cassie and Mark, for coming in and keeping the place cool. It was a nice, chill little stream tonight and just covering a little bit of mix of things. Having a little bit of rants. So have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you next Friday. Okay? Okay. Okay, good night. Good night. Mwah.